Good morning, Blue Jay friends. I look a little bit different because I wanted to show you what my face will look like when I see you when we come back to class. I'm wearing a mask, which you're probably very familiar with by now. It's easy to take on and off. Don't worry, I'm still the same person underneath it. But when you see me, I'm gonna have it on. This is to keep me safe, it's to keep you safe, it's to keep everybody around us safe. Okay? So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, an idea of what you'll be seeing when you see me. All right, we are gonna read Amazing Grace, which is one of my favorite stories. This is by Mary Hoffman. Grace was a girl who loved stories. She didn't mind if they were read to her or told to her or made up in her own head. She didn't care if they were in books or movies or out of Nana's long memory. Grace just loved stories. After she had heard them, and sometimes while they were still going on, Grace would act them out. She always gave herself the most exciting part. Grace went into battle as Joan of Arc and wove a wicked web as Anansi the spider. She hid inside the wooden horse at the gates of Troy. She went exploring for lost kingdoms. She sailed the 7 seas with a peg leg and a parrot. She was Hiawatha, sitting by the shining big sea water, and Mowgli in the backyard jungle. Most of all, Grace loved to act out adventure stories and fairy tales. Where there was no one else around, Grace played all the parts by herself. She set out to seek her fortune with no companion but her trusty cat, and found a city with streets paved in gold. Or she was Aladdin rubbing his magic lamp to make the genie appear. There we go. Sometimes when she could get Ma and Nana to join in, when they weren't too busy. Then she was Dr. Grace, and all their lives were in her hands. One day, Grace's teacher said they would do the play Peter Pan. Grace, who knew who she wanted to be. When she raised her hand, Raj said, "You can't be Peter, that's a boy's name." But Grace kept her hand up. "You can't be Peter Pan," whispered Natalie. "He isn't black." But Grace kept her hand up. "All right," said the teacher, "lots of you want to be Peter Pan, so we'll have auditions next week to choose parts." She gave them words to learn. All right. When Grace got home, she seemed sad. "What's the matter?" asked Ma. "Raj says I can't be Peter Pan because I'm a girl." "That just shows what Raj knows," said Mama. "A girl can be Peter Pan if she wants to." Grace cheered up. Then later she remembered something else. "Natalie says I can't be Peter Pan because I'm black," she said. Ma looked angry, but before she could speak, Nana said, "It seems that Natalie is another one who don't know nothing. You can be anything you want, Grace, if you put your mind to it." On Saturday, Nana told Grace they were going out. In the afternoon, they caught a bus and a train into town. Nana took Grace to a grand theater. The sign outside read Rosalie Wilkins in Romeo and Juliet in sparkling lights. "Are we going to the ballet, Nana?" asked Grace. "We are, honey, but first I want you to get a look at this picture." Grace looked up and saw a beautiful young ballerina in a tutu. Above the dancer, it said, "Stunning New Juliet." "That one is little Rosalie from back home in Trinidad," said Nana. "Her granny and me, we grew up together on the island. She was always asking me, do I want tickets to see her Rosalie dance? So this time I said yes." After the ballet, Grace played the part of Juliet, dancing around a room in an imaginary tutu. "I can be anything I want," she thought. On Monday, the class met for auditions to choose who was best for each part. When it was Grace's turn to be Peter, she knew exactly what to do and all the words to say. She'd been Peter Pan all weekend. She took a deep breath and imagined herself flying. When it was time to vote, the class chose Raj to be Captain Hook and Natalie to be Wendy. There was no doubt who would be Peter Pan. Everyone voted for Grace. "You were fantastic," whispered Natalie. The play was a big success, and Grace was an amazing Peter Pan. After it was all over, she said, "I feel as if I could fly all the way home." "You probably could," said Ma. "Yes," said Nana. "If Grace puts her mind to it, she can do anything she wants." Friends, as we're coming back to school, I want you guys to think about stories. Grace, in that story, loved to act out, loved to create her own stories and to play different parts. I want you to think about your time at home. Think about something that was really special to you, or something that was really important to you that happened while you were at home. Maybe it was spending a little bit of extra time with your family. Maybe it was getting to read new or different books. Something that was really special to you. Something that was important to you. And it could be happy, sad, good, bad, whatever really strikes your interest. I want you to think about it. And we're gonna create a story when we get back. That's one of the first things that we're gonna do together, is we are gonna create some artwork around our experience. It can be a story, it can be visual art, however you want to present it. But we're gonna work on creating a story about our experience. So give it some thought this weekend. And I'll be getting back into the classroom next week, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm even more excited about welcoming you all back into the classroom the Monday after that. And next week we'll be doing some Zoom chats, some more video, but it'll be from the classroom. So exciting. So I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.